Congressman Mike Rounds delivers another rebuke to Arrow, says Merrick von Rennenkamp. We have that and a lot more to talk about today, so get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, here we go. From Merrick von Rennenkamp. Mike Rounds delivers yet another rebuke to Arrow in the lovely Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick. The 2025 IAA, I think it's the Intelligence Authorization Act, increases transparency on UAP-related government programs by requiring further reporting on all activity involving UAPs protected under special or restricted access. And here's the actual wording from the proposed Intelligence Authorization Act. Increases transparency on UAP-related government programs. I love it, guys. This is huge. We've got the revamped, possibly, conceivably, Schumer-Rounds Amendment. And then we have this separate amendment on the IAA from, again, Mike Rounds, asking for greater transparency on UFOs. Will we get it? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get it. But I love that we have congressmen actually pushing things forward and trying to get us transparency through multiple different avenues on UFOs. I think this is really exciting. If, the Mikes, for example, kill the revamp of the Schumer-Rounds Amendment, will they also kill the IAA? Again, this gives us multiple avenues for success to get transparency on UFOs. I love it. And of course, others are chiming in on this. This is actually really cool because this ties into the other story of the day. Chris Mellon says, if you value transparency on the UAP issue, please consider supporting the UAP Disclosure Fund. The board members and advisors receive no compensation, and there is no cost to joining. Lou Elizondo also chimes in, I am very pleased to be part of this amazing organization. Together we will prevail in our pursuit of truth on disclosure. We have officially launched visit UAPdisclosurefund.org and sign our petition to support our new UAP legislation and join the movement for disclosure. So yeah, the UAP Disclosure Fund. And now Matt Ford from the Good Trouble Show is part of this as well. I'm pleased, he says, to publicly announce my position as Director of Strategy for the UAP Disclosure Fund. It is my distinct pleasure to be a member of our all-star team. Lou Elizondo, Gary Nolan, Carl Nell, Chris Mellon, Kirk McDonald, Mr. Yuan Feng, who I'm not familiar with, and Ms. Leslie Duckworth. Again, I'm not familiar with her, but if you are familiar with some of those names that I am not, let me know in the comments below. The UAP Disclosure Fund is a nonpartisan political nonprofit 501 that advocates for greater government transparency regarding a UAP. We work to support new UAP legislation, provide legal representation for whistleblowers, promote scientific research, and raise public awareness to better address the UAP issue. Now it is time for you to take action. Let the U.S. senators who co-sponsor the UAP Disclosure Act of 2024 know that you support including a new version of the UAP Amendment and the 2025 National Defense Authorization Act. It's simple to make your voice heard. Visit our website, sign the petition, and join us in our mission for greater government transparency on UAP. So yeah, we have the new UAP Disclosure Fund, guys. Pretty cool, right? We also have the Soul Foundation, a New Paradigm Institute. There are multiple organizations out there devoted to bringing us UFO disclosure. We are living in the age of UFO disclosure. Multiple organizations with credible people on them. We've got engagement from Congress on multiple fronts in both houses of Congress. So yeah, the UFO disclosure may be upon us. I mean, we'll see how it plays out. At least I think we're going to get some form of greater transparency. But yeah, we'll see. Fingers crossed for the days ahead. Meanwhile, breaking. China lands on the far side of the moon. China's Chang'e 6 lunar probe has landed on the South Pole Aitken Basin, aiming to collect samples from the moon's far side. This marks the first attempt to gather samples from this rarely explored area. The 53-day mission includes using a drill and a robotic arm for sample collection. Beijing's space ambitions are in overdrive, and it is targeting a crewed mission to the moon by 2030. So yeah, China's on the far side of the moon. Are they seeing alien structures or alien bases? If they do you think they would tell us about it? I don't know, but we are living in a new age where multiple nations are vying for control of the information in space. Will one country decide, hey, screw it, I'm going to tell the truth? We could get to that point. Is that catastrophic disclosure? Could that happen? China is even more closed than the U.S. on this stuff. I don't see that happening, but if they saw some sort of strategic advantage in it, maybe, guys. Let me know what you think is going to be revealed by another country going to the far side of the moon. Oh, and I thought this was a fun tweet. Check this out from David Smithhurst. If I'm saying your name right, David. Disclosure Breakthrough Index. Which of these events do you think is going to be most impactful with UFO disclosure? Do you think it's going to be Lou's book, Lou Elizondo's book, Imminent? Do you think it's going to be James Fox's new documentary? Is it going to be David Grush's op-ed, if we ever get to see it? Or do you think it's going to be congressional hearings? I'm really excited about congressional hearings with people that we haven't heard about yet. Ideally, with evidence that we haven't seen yet. If they can actually show the receipts on some of this, I'm sure the DOPSR will allow them to talk about it. But will they actually allow them to show any of the evidence? In direct whistleblower testimony, to me, that's the same thing, more or less. Legislation passed. Obviously, law matters, right? If you can sign something into law, that's going to have an impact. So theoretically, that could really achieve something very powerful. Of course, the UFO control group has gotten really good at hiding this stuff, and I don't know how much a new law is going to do anything. Maybe they can, stop the UFO control group from siphoning off money from other projects, through congressionally appointed funds. Maybe there's some other things that will happen. Fingers crossed. So scientific study with proof via, the Soul Foundation, etc. This is like the Nazca mummies, right? We've got science on non-humans that is currently being conducted. If only the world will pay attention. But we have more mainstream efforts like the Soul Foundation that might be able to achieve some measure of disclosure as well. So very exciting. Any more? Also chances of an October surprise. Usually that's, about presidential elections. Here we got UFO disclosure. Could there be an October surprise involving UFO disclosure? So which of these events coming up do you think will be most impactful? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Meanwhile, check this out. This is kind of alarming. The sun unleashed 2 big X flares as the U.S. suffered cell phone outages. Yeah, that's not good. That's not what you want. Solar weather. Is solar weather becoming more violent? What do you think, guys? I hear a lot about this, sometimes blended in with apocalyptic modalities. I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know what that rascally sun is going to do. We just had 2 big flares that caused cell phone outages. So some people think the sun is getting more active lately, and that there will be further events like that one. So I don't know. Meanwhile, from MSN, 13 most chilling UFO sightings ever recorded. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I think it's really exciting that mainstream news is starting to talk about UFOs more and more. So really cool, guys. I think this is all part of UFO disclosure. Obviously, if the mainstream media is putting out these stories, that might indicate something behind the scenes going forward. Meanwhile, the WAN has some thoughts on the latest Soul Foundation white paper. I went over the contents of that the other day, but I think the WAN has some great points here, so I thought I'd bring them to your attention. He says, sounds like the author of the new Soul Foundation white paper has been listening to Carl Nell. If there is verified information about NHI, it should not be the sole preserve of governments. Humanity has a moral right to know. Amen. Amen. Furthermore, concealing information of this magnitude is not a viable long-term solution, as it is likely to be revealed eventually. If this happens abruptly and in an uncontrolled manner, it could lead to significant societal disruption. This could occur through a variety of means, such as the government of the U.S., an adversary, a scientific study, or even NHI themselves, should they exist. So, yeah, what do you think about these excellent points that Dewan is bringing up from the white paper? I think the biggest one is that humanity absolutely has a moral right to know. There should be an imperative on those with the knowledge to share that knowledge. I understand keeping some things back, like, the secret, the recipe to creating an atomic bomb is not publicly available, and there's a good reason for that. Some stuff does need to remain classified, that sort of thing. But the existence of the atomic bomb is not classified, right? So, yeah. Anyway, those are just my thoughts, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Meanwhile, this is huge, guys. Check this out. This is from Chaos Moogle sharing a live feed from NASA. Yeah, and as Chaos Moogle says, they forgot to cut the feed this time, and we have an actual UFO. What appears to be a UFO. It's hard to explain its movement in any other way. Check it out, guys. You can see the object coming in. Is that a saucer? Is that a sphere? Orb? What is that? How big is that? How far away is that? It's hard to determine scale. But yeah, so it comes in a moment you're going to see it pause, and then it's going to pause for a moment, and then it's going to do some other stuff, which obviously that's not a satellite, right? That's not a meteor. That's not any conventional thing. So yeah, okay, so it's going to hover for a bit, and then we're going to see it move. And yeah, this is so exciting, guys. Yeah, look at that. Look at now it's going up, kind of like floating up a little bit, going kind of back the other way. This is super exciting, guys. NASA actually accidentally revealed a UFO. Now, could that be like an ice particle or something on the window or on the lens? Well, there are no other particles. And, I don't think that is a good explanation. So to me, that is unquestionably an object. Not an ice particle or something on the window or the lens. But yeah, let me know what you think about that amazing UFO in the comments below. Last but not least, the Cooper's Hill Cheese Rolling and Wake is an annual event held on the Springbank holiday at Cooper's Hill near Gloucester, England. Participants race down the 180-meter long hill chasing an elusive wheel of double Gloucester cheese. Check it out, guys. This is wild. All right, yeah. I love it. Look at that. Oh my God. I hope there's like a team of ambulances at the bottom of that hill. Those people are crazy. They're chasing cheese. They are chasing cheese. They are breaking bones and limbs to get some cheese. Hey, it's a good price to pay, I bet that's some tasty, tasty cheese. Or is it that stinky kind? I don't know. Anyway, let me know if you've had that kind of cheese before. I probably have, but I don't know if I've had cheese that would make me do that. But let me know if you have. Let me know what you think about everything else covered today in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. Smash the like button and the bell to be notified of future videos. There's links to Facebook and Twitter below. Please support the channel by buying some merch in the merch store. You can get a coffee mug, t-shirt. You can become a channel member. Channel members are rock stars. Also, channel members do frequently get to see videos hours ahead of everybody else. So, yeah, let me know what you think about it all, and there's plenty of other videos on the channel. I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.